On my online store. Hi everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking with those amazing players from the walk-on class on Navarro football. They're going to be sharing their history, their advices, the adversity that they have been facing while being here at Navarro, being the walk-on class, some tips and how to succeed and what to do. It could be about classes, it could be about football. So please, everybody, can you introduce yourself? For those who don't know who you guys are.
Me?
Yeah, you can go first.
I'm Kevin Villarreal. I play running back.
I'm TJ Hughes, and I play defensive back.
I'm Halford K. I play slot receiver.
My name's Gregory Williams. I play DB.
Then James Briggs, I play slot corner and nickel back.
My name is Keyshawn Jackson. I play outside linebacker.
So why Navarro? Why Navarro among all the colleges, among all the universities? Why here? Anybody can start.
Start, James.
I mean, like, it's different from like what I'm used to. So I chose to come out here because, if you want to win championships, you come to Brotherhood. So that's why I came here.
It was kind of closer to home. I was at a D3 college, and I just didn't like how it was so far, and so I just came over here. I kind of betted on myself. It was really that choice. Now I'm here, trying to prove myself.
Well, I seen an opportunity at Navarro, to continue playing football. If I went to any other universities and walked on there, I was going to try to play football and be paying a lot of money there. So I just thought, why not go to Navarro College, try throughout the walk-on class and try to get an academic and athletic scholarship through there. But yeah, it was all opportunity for me.
Coming to Navarro, it's a lot of exposure. Sorry, Coach. For just be out there and getting Division I offers, because a lot of us never had a chance to get that exposure in high school that we deserve. So this is the best start for us.
I came here because it's close to home, and I just love being close to my family. I didn't want to go somewhere where I'd be lost without my family to guide me, so that's why I came here in the world.
So how is everybody doing so far? You made a choice to come here, TJ. I know you have to speak.
Yeah, I was
So
gonna
after
speak.
that, go ahead.
I chose to come here because it was all I had, so I had to make the most of the opportunity that was presented itself. Even if it wasn't exactly what I wanted, I still saw it as a place I can grow. So that's why I'm here.
Why now you have said why Navarro? So how is your experience so far? Some of you have been here one semester, others two. How is the experience? How you feel personally?
Personally, hey, I ain't gonna lie. Personally, I don't like being a walk-on. So it's like, every day is like a grind, every day is like a struggle. So, we don't get the same, treatment that after us get. So, we gotta work, 21 times harder just to get that.
My experience here, it's been okay so far, but being in the walk-on program, it's a grind. But I'm around a group of guys that don't work me twice as hard to get into the roster, so I'm gonna just do that with them. We're gonna get somewhere.
It's been a little struggle, you know what I'm saying? Like, it seemed like the other players the other day on the field, that we wanted to be on the field that one day to get through this and everything. So, yeah, it's been struggle a lot, but it's going good.
Okay.
Personally, being here at Navarro College has been humbling. You could go anywhere else, and do everything you're doing somewhere else. But, I'm here coming off a semester last semester. That like they said, that was a grind. You had to go every week, going through your head whether you wanted to quit or not. But we didn't. We're all here because we persevered through what we did last semester, and we're persevering through what we're doing this semester as well. So.
Shoot, I'm not even gonna lie. This is my first semester here, and I mean, it's like they say, it's a struggle a little bit, but you know, you learn more about yourself and like how bad you want it. So you willing to do that extra work and like go like 10 times harder, honestly. And you gotta do like a lot of stuff by yourself. You know, you don't got coaches and like extra practice, you know, guiding you and everything. You gotta like do all the extra stuff. So yeah, it's pretty much it.
For me, it's been kind of like Forrest said, humbling, because I've been here for 2 semesters along with 4 of them, and stuff is hard, but I had to being here taught me that I had to learn how to handle those things by myself when we didn't have coaches to do stuff for us all the time, or sit up here and manage when we go do homework, or when we go and work out, or when we just go to sleep and get up on time. So like being here hasn't been the worst, but it's been better days than it have been more bad days for me.
Exactly. If we don't get treatment, we gotta treat ourselves. If we want ice for needs, we gotta do it. If we want anything to get ankles right there, we gotta do it. It's a very hard struggle out here. We don't get nothing. And the feedback of the hard work we put in every day we go to that concrete over there at the cooks and bust our ass every day.
Hey, you know, we got a group chat called the trenches. It's the trenches.
Yeah, we got to the trenches. Just walk on like the trenches.
Yeah, we run out pretty audacious concrete. Like every day is like you ain't gonna lie. Sometimes like me, like personally, like yesterday I quit yesterday, so it's like I ain't gonna walk on no more. But it's like, it's like you gonna go through like a lot of challenges. But it's like, man, we first semester we did a whole lot of stuff that was out of the ordinary. This semester we started to do like different stuff, but still it's like it's not enough to get us to that breaking point yet. Like I said, we still gotta try 21 times harder to keep.
A lot of emotions gonna be involved too. Like I say, it hurts.
I only hear mainly negative feedbacks about the program. Is that all it is? There is nothing positive you can say about the program?
I say it's a positive. You can tell who really wants it and who don't. Because if you really want it, like, stuff gonna be hard. If it was easy, everybody wouldn't be here. And if it was easy, we'd all be probably not talking to you right now. But it's not all negatives because it's gonna weed out the people who aren't all in compared to the people who are all in. Like, I want to believe everybody here right now are all in, but if that's not the case, though, us going to do the little stuff that we do for the walk-on program is going to show that. So that's a positive for me.
Anybody else? Nothing positive, nothing productive, nothing constructive?
Like one coach that, you know, try to keep us up. You know, that's Coach Doug. You know, he makes sure he check on us every day. When we go to practice, even when we're not at practice, you know, he makes sure we there mentally with it. Cause like we not there mentally with it, he tell us take a day off, come back. So you know that's like one positive thing that I can say.
When it comes to one-on-ones, he asks us, y'all ready to pick dog? Oh, he asks us when it comes to one-on-one, he said, y'all ready to be dog? It's y'all time to shine. He always tells us every day we have a chance to make it on the team. There's spots for us. We just gotta keep grinding.
Shoot, honestly, when I got here, I didn't know nobody. I mean, I got lucky when I got introduced to them. Shoot, I mean, they keep me kind of motivated. I'm not gonna lie, cause I mean, you know, I be sad when not sad, just like kind of down.
You be sad. It's okay.
Yeah, I mean, everybody be sad, you know, but it's just nothing I've experienced really. But you know, I'm with them. They stay positive. They bring me up, and they make me want to go harder too. So, I mean, shoot, I gotta do it for myself, and for my people, you know. So, yeah.
What are some struggles that you have faced being in the walk-on class, and how did you overcome them?
I got hurt first semester. I got hurt like twice. I had 2 PCL and NCL injuries, and like every time I came back, I made sure I get like 100%. Like I bought every time I came back, but it's like when I got hurt, it was like a setback. But then, like I have always had TJ in my ear every 5 minutes, keep me over and I was down. So you know, like that's something I had overcome.
How did you overcome it though? What did you do in the process? How was the process?
I trained differently than I ever trained before. know, before I was just doing like the usual. Now it's like I'm doing like different training. So it's like that was like different.
Anybody else? Any want to share any personal struggle and how you have overcome it? It could be mental, it could be physical.
Mentally, just trying to stay up and going to workouts every day, trying to progress through it. And I mean, the main thing that I focused on wasn't like the good things about what I'm doing. It's kind of like the negative stuff that I'm doing. I try to focus more on those and like try to see how I can improve them. So I can see like a level of maturity that I'm kind of growing in a way and like trying to improve myself. So that's one thing I can say.
Yeah,
Anybody else?
I say the same thing. Mentally is a challenge. Coming back this semester, because all of our goals, I remember in the beginning of last semester, all of our goals is to make it out the walk-on class. And when we get back for the second semester, we'll be on the team and then try to get us, some reps on the team and stuff like that. That was our goal, first semester, but it didn't fall through. And yeah, it was mentally challenging, when we came back and we were still in the walk-on class, still doing the same stuff, weeks without getting moved up, all the little stuff in the walk-on class. Personally for me, it's been one thing to hop from one position to another, but I don't want to really say that's been too much of a struggle, really, because I handled it well. But mentally, yeah, it is a struggle, and it does take a toll on you once in a while if you let it. So.
Anybody else want to share something? Any struggle and how you have faced it, how you have overcome it?
It's kind of a struggle, like getting up every morning, not kind of knowing what you're gonna do, but kind of have a feeling to do something different. It's just a struggle getting up.
Are you doing it? Are you getting up early? You are, right? You go to practice at 6 a.m. So how? What makes you wake up? Why do you go to practice? You can choose to stay in bed. Nobody's gonna come for you. So why do you wake up?
Why do I wake up? Because I'm doing this. I'm here for a reason. I'm doing it for my mom, my sister, my family, because they want to see me succeed.
Do you want to see yourself succeed?
Yeah, and my family wants me to succeed too. So I'm doing this for my family. So I get out of bed every morning.
I'm gonna say my struggle. The thing about it is, like Greg said, waking up every day and like thinking like, when is gonna be my time to shine? When I'm gonna help my family out? Because like me, I'm not from the U.S. A lot of foreign people, we don't really get a chance. Like we don't have opportunities out of this country like U.S. people do. We don't have the things we have like they do. We sit there and we struggle, but we don't got the money. The only thing we can do is come here and take that opportunity, take that chance that we have.
For me, I would say I didn't have really the same like mental blocks or struggles that they had, but it was more of a having to overcome some of the things that I couldn't physically yet. Because like I'm not the fastest person, but we would run conditioning tests and I had to keep up. So for me, I would have to take steps forward, but there was always setbacks. But I feel like I'm overcoming a lot of those setbacks by just working harder, approaching things differently, just thinking in a positive light. Because like even with the negative stuff that have been brought up, yeah, everything not gonna be the best, but it's always some type of like light at the end of the tunnel. So that's how I try to center my thoughts and overcome most of the little physical things that have happened to me, like while we've been in the walk-on class.
Okay. What are some things you wish you knew before coming to Navarro to be in the walk-on class?
I wish I would have known that the walk-ons do not get shoulder pads or equipment or get treated like that in Boston. I wish I would have known that before I joined the walk-on class. That's one thing I wish I would have known. Yeah.
I wish I would have known that, the head coach, like of the whole football team, wouldn't really be around as much, and eyeing their walk-ons, as much as a coach should do. I wish I would have known that, would be waking up, not necessarily waking up every morning, but waking up and running on concrete and doing all that stuff that we do on concrete and stuff. But that's just me.
I wish I would have known we wouldn't be running on concrete every day. I thought it was going to be hitting the field at least 2 times a day, not 4. I'm like, dang.
Man, I thought we was gonna be on the field and then in the weight room, because that's what it says on the schedule. Literally,
Yeah,
it
they do
weight
say it
room.
on the schedule and they say it on Twitter too. They say it on Twitter and they say it on our schedule. We don't do neither or.
Navarro checks it.
All we do is run and do one-on-ones. That's all we do. But like, ain't nothing bad with doing one-on-ones and conditioning, because you gonna need conditioning in football. And let's be real, I've been on football for like 3 years, so conditioning ain't no issue. Like, I don't complain about that, even though I don't show up at the time. But I'm just saying, it's like you gonna need conditioning for football. You gonna need it regardless. Like, no matter what sport you play, you gonna need conditioning.
I wish I would have knew that I would be sitting here wasting my time trying to make it on the team in order for we getting played. Shots.
Shots for real, man.
Is this video gonna have subtitles?
I'm telling how I feel.
He doing shots.
Yeah.
Only thing I wish I would have known was like the temperature. The temperature down here is weird.
Exactly.
It'd be cold. We'd practice in the morning, but sometimes we practice afternoon. It'd be warm, or it'd just be warm. Then it'd get rainy all the time, and like some of that stuff would get canceled. I just wish I knew that the weather was more inclined to change than I thought it was.
At the end of the day, we love it. So even though we wish we
love
would
the
have known
struggle.
this and this, we're here, and yeah, we aren't wasting our time.
What's that one
But
saying?
it just feels like it.
What's that one saying?
Cause like,
Pressure makes diamonds.
cause for real, like with the walk-ons, like people don't know. Like with the walk-on crew, it's like we all act like we don't like each other. When we go on the field, it's like we gonna go at it with each other. When we walk over, be like, hey man, look, yeah, you did this, that, the other. We don't like each other in real life, but we cool with each other. Like in a sense, it's like, okay, we can go put some work in with each other and do 7-on-7 like we did last semester. Like when we battling with each other in one-on-ones, we go all out.
Like, there's no friends on the field. Friends off field, but no friends on the field.
Does everybody aspire to be a professional football player?
I do.
Yeah, I
do.
Okay. So that's everybody's ultimate goal, right?
Well,
Yeah.
I want
Yeah.
to be a teacher too, though.
That's not ultimate, but that's a goal.
That's a goal. Okay.
Yeah.
That's
So,
like,
what
that's
are
like top tier? Like, you
That's
need
just
that.
my
Like,
plan A.
I'm gonna be able to do everything. Like, all my struggles gonna go away. Like, everything's gonna be good. Like, my family gonna be good. Financially, they gonna be stable. Everything gonna be straight. That's like the biggest goal. I mean, I'm trying to reach that. Right now, it's kind of square one. Area. But
Seeing that's your goal, what are each one of you do every single day to reach that goal? What is your plan? What are your habits? What are your thoughts? Because it's easy to say I have a goal, but what do you do to reach that goal? What are some steps that you take? What are your plan? Your monthly plan, your daily plan, your weekly plan?
I'm gonna say this off the bat. In the walk-on class, I feel like as a group, as our group of friends, and no shots to anybody else in the walk-on class. I feel like we've been the hardest working group, out of every single body, in the walk-on class. Because we do hit the field, we work on our craft, we've gotten better since last semester. We work on conditioning. I'm pretty sure everybody's free time they watch film. Personally, that's what I do. I watch, film from people who are better than me at my position, and I try to get better. Like whether I'm at work or every day, I'm watching some type of film for a wide receiver or something, But as a whole group, though, I can speak for everybody here. We have been pushing, not just ourselves but each other to continue working hard. Even waking up in the morning,
I mean, like my plan is like when I was young, I always wanted to play in the league. So it's like I see my uncle playing in the league, so that's why I wanted to play. So when I first stepped on the football field, I took it serious. But like now it's like where I'm at with this since I'm in college is like I care more about my grades than I do football now. But my grind is to continue to show up every day, do what I gotta do, so I can get on the roster, so I can get to league. Can't get to league, you don't start. Difference.
Anybody else want to share their plan, their habits, their thoughts, daily, monthly?
I hold myself accountable for everything I do, like on and off the field. I try to see what I need to work on, like I said earlier, and just watch film on like the pros and like see what I can copy from them and see what type of drills they do and everything. You know, like he said, we always work on our crafts. We go to the field and try to better ourselves, and at the same time, we also do hold each other accountable too. Like if somebody's messing up, like we're not gonna say you good because that's not what you should do. Like you gotta be blunt with them sometimes. You gotta be like, hey, you need to work on this, man.
Cause yeah, I don't like that.
And even when we're going up against each other, like I know Kiko said no friends on the field, but when we go up against each other one-on-ones, we always clap when one of our boys do well. We say something when mid-round.
For real.
Even when me and you went up against each other, I was happy when you stuck with me that whole route through. I was happy. I wasn't tripping at all. Every time one of our friends do something nice, I'm always in the background cheering. I hear T's in the background, Greg, everybody. I hear you in the background, come on forward. Oh, when I'm like, get him. It's like we always off the field and on the field, holding each other accountable and just backing each other up.
For sure. Yeah. For me, my goals probably be hitting the classroom hard. It's like you can't be a student athlete and just ignore the student part. Because you don't focus on your grades and stuff first, then I can't really make time to go do some of the things that you do off the field, like doing ladder drills or going to the weight room or doing any of those one-on-ones, because you got to allocate some time to go do your schoolwork. So for me, I wake up in the morning, I go to that walk-on practice, I shower, eat, do some work a little bit while I'm in the dining hall, then I go to class. Then later in the day when I'm finished with classes, we hit the field, do footwork drills, and after that, we go eat, and then sometimes we go to the weight room. We go to the weight room at night and then get in whatever work that we need to get in, and we just prep for the next day. But the ultimate goal for me is to just work on my footwork more, because I see the game like transitions. It's like movement. With movement, everything happens at a certain reaction time, speed, and everybody's body moves differently. So I try to make sure I move with a lot of people that are faster than me. So that, for me to get to the league, I need to work on my breaks and transitions.
You're gonna make it. Good luck, not only to you, to each one of you.
Thank you.
Anybody else want to share their plan? Because you have the goal, but what do you do to reach the goal?
Well, like TJ said, all the academics, everything comes first. Because without academics, you can't touch the field. You can't do nothing without academics. Now, I'm not saying you can't be one of the richest person while being academic, but it's if you have a major that you want to be, even though that's going to be a backup, then do what you got to do in the classroom. Because you can't always put football first, then put that last.
I mean, that's the problem too. Like with a lot of young people, they put football first, and for football, it's like they go
Yeah, they make football look like that's the only thing they can do.
I'm being honest with y'all. I stopped this. My 12th grade year, I quit playing football. I quit playing for a reason. I wanted to see what would I be like without football, and I did. But I know what it's like to not be without football. So that's the reason why I got bigger. The reason why, when I came to school, I tried hard. I got tutoring and stuff like that. I ain't never do that in high school, even though I didn't need it. But I still.
Great.
I just say time management. Make a schedule. Ready for your day. Make a schedule. Time your classes right, and time what you can work on the field and off the field. That's what I say. Time schedule.
Okay.
And another thing, another thing about this is most of us are black men too. I said most of us are black men too. So it's gonna be a struggle for us because people think we can't make it without sports. No, I'm pretty sure we can. Look at Oprah Winfrey. We can do it. We can do it. Make it in this life. We don't just need football. We're very smart people. So we just put our mouths to it.
Most of there's something I noticed about guys is that they don't realize that every single male on this planet can make more money by means more than by being physical. You need more the brain than you need your body because your brain is going to carry your body. So if you just focus on your physical, ask yourself, if you lose your legs, can you do something with your life? If you lose your arms, can you do something with your life? So it's a connection. You can make more money and you can succeed and have a better life, a peaceful life, a successful life by being mentally strong than being more physically strong. Think about it. What are some qualities that you admire about each other here or about another player who could be in the walk-on class or could be in the main roster? That you can be like, hey, I see this quality on you and I admire it. It's positive. And you can say names. Don't be afraid.
I would say Kiko hit the weight room hard. Like when he go to the weight room, he don't just be sitting around on his phone or nothing. He go in there and he pretty strong. He about like 220 something. 221. Yeah. For him to be his size, he go in the weight room. He can lift pretty heavy, and he be about his business in there. And for forward pretty fast, and he work with his feet and his releases a lot on the football field. So I admire that he one of the people that actually try to perfect his craft instead of like just going through motions. Same thing with Greg and Kevin and James too.
I mean, for me, like a person that I can, like two people did, like prime example, like TJ, like I'm gonna be honest, TJ got the most homework out of all of us in this group.
Oh, man.
I'll be honest, he got the most homework out of everybody in the group. And it'll be times like during the break, like during the whole break, when I was on the field working out, he was doing homework. And like when I was doing homework, he was on the field working out. But like the thing I like about TJ is like he'll believe it. Like he positive with it. Like he a real believer. And like when he go out there on the field, like he proved it. Like even though he didn't get a chance last year, but the man still here. He still tries every day. Yeah. That man go to practice every day. He ain't miss not now practice since first semester, this semester. And like with Greg, I think I like about Greg, like I compete with Greg, we play the same position. So it's like, the thing I like about him is, like he tries a lot. He try real hard. And when he go out there, like, he in your face, he gonna talk the trash with you. Like you might beat him on some plays, but he gonna come back, he gonna beat you on a couple more plays. But it's like, it's fun. Like, I like that. Like we both play the same position, but it's like, he feel like he better than me, I feel like I'm better than him. Like we was racing, like what day was it? It was Monday or Tuesday?
It was Monday, and I beat you.
Yeah, I beat him 4 times. He beat me 4 times. Like we raced like we raced like 4 different times. Like I beat him on like the first 4, and he beat me on like the last 4. So like it's like it's fun. Like it's fun. And like with Ford, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't never met nobody that was fast as hell like that. Like Ford fast as hell. I'm sorry, but fast. Yeah, Ford is fast. And then with Kiko, yeah, for somebody his size, yeah, he do work out a lot when he in the weight room. Mm-hmm. And like when he go on the field, like transition on the field, like him as a player, I ain't gonna lie, he aggressive. The boy really aggressive. And then like, with Kevin, I don't really know too much about Kevin, but yeah, I feel like I remember more.
Wow. Okay, anybody else?
Alright, I'll go. Well, one thing about Kevin is like, even though, like they said, I'm strong in the weight room and thing, but the other day he taught me something about like even trying to get more stronger and how to lift the weights, right? Because sometimes I know I'm probably doing it all wrong, or I'm doing it in the wrong way, and that's good that somebody can actually watch me, that see me, that probably don't really know me, that's still getting to know me, that's willing to take his time to help me do better in the weight room. TJ, he taught me a lot on the field too, and off the field, how to be more mature, how to handle things right, because as a person like me, I've been going through a lot this past year with losing family members and everything, and I've never been through this type of mess, and he got me through it and showed me how to do everything right, even footwork. Even taught me stuff that I'd never seen before, I'd never done before. Started out doing bad, but now I'm getting better at it. Forward, oh man, this little fast dude. This little fast dude. He's a good competition playing slot. You know what I'm saying? I play outside receiver, and he gives me good looks and everything. And he like I said, he even showed me footwork that I never seen, that I can try to read and stuff, because I used to play receiver, but I never seen movement like that of footwork. Greg, he's like the hardest working young dude I ever seen. Like, even though he keeps messing up, he'll still keep going. He ain't giving up. He ain't walking away crying. He gonna keep going because he gonna talk his mess, no matter what, how many you juke him or anything. And that's why I like Greg. He's a dog. He don't care what nobody gotta say about him. And my boy James, bro. James, he's on top of it too, bro. He gonna make sure, even though he probably don't be on the field with us, he can be a coach, because he's like a coach in our group. He's gonna tell us what's up. He's gonna tell us what we need to do and everything. He's gonna guide us through too.
Mine, but TJ told me everything I know. I'm a cute but when I first got here, I used to play linebacker, but I switched to DB. I had a good coach, a good person to help me out, which is TJ. And with Kiko, if I mess up, he gonna stay on my butt. He gonna make sure I get it done right and correctly. And Ford just fast.
Dang, you gonna say something nice about him?
Ford just fast.
I made the demons too.
Let me finish. Dang. Ford just fast, but he also smart. And Kevin, I don't really know too much about Kevin. I just met him. He seemed like a cool dude, but he a person I know. He works hard. He's on the field every day with us working. And my boy, and this is one dude named Cayman. He takes time out of his day to help us get where he's at, because he's on the roster and I'm trying to get on the roster with him. So he takes the time and day out of him to help us be with us, to help us get better, to get where he's at. And James gonna be on my ear, make sure I'm going to class, make sure I'm there on time, make sure I'm doing my work. He's the one who told me about trios that helps me with my work when I'm struggling.
I'll say something about Kevin, since nobody know Kevin like that apparently. I would say Kevin worked hard, and then sometimes you can tell, like, just looking at him. Well, I observe a lot, so like just looking at Kevin, you can tell that sometimes he be in his own head, but when he click and get confident in stuff he doing, he can't calm down, he can't be stopped. And it's like with that transitioning onto like off the field stuff too, even if like we just sitting around, we doing some work or something, if he actually like get in the groove and stuff, he just keep going. And even when we on the field, like one day we was practicing, and we wanted him to do some releases with us, because he said he would, but he didn't. And then
I'm too pretty for that.
I'm too cute for that.
He's too cute for that. But him saying that day, he's working on some stuff that transitioned onto the thing that we need to do for positional. So it was good that he sat there, and I wouldn't say he one track minded, but when he focused on something, he focused on it for real. And he's not like he just leave it alone or like go through the motion with it halfway, stuff like that. And he also hit the weight room with Kiko a lot now, and they actually learn off of each other. So it's good, because none of us the same size as Kiko, and none of us like lift the same little weight that he does. So it's good that Kevin around to be a good influence on Kiko.
You better tell me.
What you got to say, Kevin?
Who next?
In these couple months, my first semester here, I mean, I learned a lot from them. I mean, I like being around them. I do. They motivate me, you know. Since they doing that, I gotta do it. At the same time, they kind of give me that extra push that I need, you know. But I just like, they got a good energy. They got good energy, because negativity ain't nothing good to be around. That's pretty much like all of that.
Who's next?
They said mostly majority of what I was thinking, but to start off with Kevin, you know, Kevin he's gonna retain a lot of information you tell him. You know, he's gonna take the information. He's gonna run with it, right? And he's gonna work hard towards getting where he needs to be. You know, there's sometimes, you know, discouragement might come in play, but he won't let that distract him. And even if it knocks him down a little bit, he'll get right back up. So I respect that about Kevin. Him hitting the weight room every day and working to get faster, stronger, you know, bigger, better, everything. TJ, his hard work, you know, ethics on and off the field. You know, he made the Dean list last semester. He's a smart guy, and he's very hardworking. Like he's motivated all of us to do, you know, what we got to do in the group. He's been a big brother figure to a lot of us. You know, he's shown us a lot of the ways when we weren't, you know, on track. And even though, you know, some certain people in the group might piss him off a little bit, or, you know, make him angry, or, you know, stress him out, he don't give up on any of us. Like he's been that guy to never give up on you. Like, shoot, there's been times I'm like, bro, you gotta just, and he's like, nah, I can't. So I respect that about TJ. And Greg, like, since last semester, like James said, man's gonna talk his stuff. You know, he's gonna talk his stuff. He's gonna go out there and try to back it up on the field. You know, but he's not gonna back down. You know, whatever he's get beats on, he's not gonna back down. That's what I like about him. You know, he's tough. He's gonna continue to try to back it up. And he's gonna keep moving forward. James gonna keep moving forward as well. You know, hard-headed at times, but you know, he got a good hit on him. You know, late at times. Real late.
Later. I ain't let the interview tell us about it.
He told us about the interview. He's late.
Exactly.
But like I said, he got a hit on him. You know, being older than all of us, you know, we wanna look up to him and see him as a inspiration as well. Kiko, hard worker as well. You know, out there every day with us when we go out there. You know, and at the walk-on class as well. You know, he may have his late tendencies.
He's late too.
He's a late bloomer, but but he's there. You know, at the end of the day, he's always there. He's running with us. He's putting his best, you know, hand at work, and he's motivating a lot of us as well. Because I can say we all motivate each other, right? And since Greg mentioned Cayman, I think I told Cayman this before, but there's always been, and throughout high school, there was always the group of friends. You know, you have football, right? And you have those group of friends, and everybody had their little group of friends. The ones who were real, you know, top tier players, skilled players, they would be with that type of group. The ones who were, you know, non-starters and not better than the rest of, you know, the people above you, they would be with that type of group. You know, it was different type of groups, you know, in high school, and shoot, I can see even here. You know, like the guys, ones are going to be with ones, you know. Starters on the teams are going to be with starters. Cayman, we could say he's one of the best, not just all-line player here, but one of the best players here, the best offensive player here. And he's surrounded by all walk-ons. Every day he's surrounded by walk-ons.
And he don't gotta hang around us.
He don't got to hang around us, but he's around us. And like I told him before, I've never seen that before. Because it's like, you see all these group of kids, you could be hanging with the top, you know, those top tier linemen, the starters, all of that, you know, the receivers and all of them, you know. But you know, Cayman, he has a hit on him too, you know, and I respect the fact that he surrounds himself with a lot of us. He's hilarious. But yeah. I respect my boys. Great callers.
We are about to finish the video. We have 2 questions left. Time goes by.
Yeah.
What can the walk-on program do different? In what can they improve for the better of the future or the present athletes at Navarro College?
Let James talk.
James, you got this.
I mean, purposely, like from a coach's standpoint, is like
Be specific as well.
Don't
like, don't false advertise on Twitter that, you know, kids are gonna go in the weight room and they're gonna do skills and everything like that, and when they get here, it's not what they expected. Like, my thing is they should change, like, you know, if it's a class, kids should be allowed to pay for equipment and a physical. So that way, when kids get hurt, they just, you know, they don't have to treat themselves. They can go to the trainer. They can get the same treatment that the athlete roster does.
Next.
I would say he said everything.
Yeah, he
said
said
everything.
Honestly, that was
That was it. We can hit the last question.
It's like, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm a head coach. I have my own basketball team, man. It's the same way I treat my starters, the same way I treat my non-starters. So that's how I would treat them if I was coaching. Because I was on the coaching staff last semester, like first semester at the beginning. And like, you can ask them. I ain't treat them no different than I treated everybody else.
How about the workouts you guys do? Are those worthy? Are those making you all improve somehow?
I mean, like, the skill stuff we do, like, on Mondays and Tuesdays, like, yeah. But, like, Wednesdays, I feel like we should, like, learn the system. We should learn the system of, like, what it's like to be a college ball player. Like, build us up to that standpoint. So, when it's our time to get on that roster, we already got it. Like, I think, like, that's that's another improvement that they need to work on.
I mean, the running's helping me out balance my weight, because I ain't gonna lie, when I first got here, I was chunky. Now I'm more toned out, but I was chunky when I first came here.
The workouts.
Oh, how,
Is-
you know, was the workout improving us?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say it is. You know, even though we complain about running on concrete every day, you know, it's still getting us better because it's conditioning us and getting us ready to be fully conditioned when we get on the active roster. You know, we go out there on Wednesdays, on Thursdays. You know, we work on our craft by going against each other, doing one-on-ones. So yeah, a lot of aspects of it is getting us better.
Okay. Since we all talk about success, let's give out free advices for anyone who's going to watch this video. What can you tell them that will help them succeed in any aspect if they like? Could be personal, financial, spiritual, family. Which advice, which tip will you tell to anybody who's going to watch this video?
Hey, I say, like, write down your plans and your goals, and, like, just make sure you pray every day, and make sure the stuff that you're praying for, just make sure you put forth the effort to do it. Like, that's what.
Don't let no silly stuff stop you from doing what you gotta do. And it might, times it'll take time where it takes a long time for you to hit your dream where you're trying to hit, or it takes a short amount of time. If you really want to do it, keep going. Don't let nobody or nothing silly stuff stop you.
Walk by faith and not by sight. You're not gonna get anywhere by walking by sight, because all you're gonna do, you know, you're gonna see it how it is. You're gonna get depressed. You're gonna get discouraged. But if you can't see it and you know it's happening, right? You know it's working out for your good every day. At the end of the day, you should be successful.
I would say keep moving forward. There's gonna be setbacks, but for every 2 steps back, you gotta just take 3 forward. Like, something don't happen your way, you just gotta keep moving forward and hit it harder than you did last time.
Embrace the struggle. Let that be your motivation. That's pretty much it.
I'll say never give up on your dreams and keep pushing forward, and surround yourself with people that's gonna motivate you and keep you going.
So to finish, you all have free mic to say anything you want, maybe about the video, maybe about me, maybe about the school, and that's it.
Go follow me.
On the game.
Subscribe, by the way.
Get in the camera, Get in the camera.
What you mean?
Subscribe, check out my online store.
They go Cayman for you.
Yeah.
This came.
I'm the biggest dude on the team. I'm the biggest dude on the team.
He's single. Oh, he is single.
Please, single, ready to mingle.
Thank you everybody for your time and for your knowledge.
Ooh, he's single too.
Uh-huh. Who's single? Heads up.
We all sing.
Only 3 out of 3?
Hey, drop a bag.
Who's single? Heads up. Don't be afraid.
I'm single.
3 single, 3 in relationship. Damn. That's the question.